Hello, this is Luke Fictitious. I recently received, by email, a request to do a shout-out video. So, I don't know these people, but apparently they're very big fans of mine in Scotland. So it's great to hear from these people, and we're going to try this, the first shout-out video. So, here's a shout-out to Jayden Stephenson and Mcslow. They liked the song Mountains 36 and 4/5% Fanciful. That's the remake of Mountains. And, I think we should do a shout out for a few more people as well, since we're doing a shout out video. So, first I would like to shout out to Sina on Sina-drums. She provided this sample, performance sample, where she's playing a bit of drums on her YouTube channel for all to use. And I listened to it, I said, that would sound perfect in that place in Mountains. Previously I did kind of want her to be on this video, and the management said she was looking for people younger. But when it worked, I said, well, okay, let's put it in there. And then I had to look for some more samples from, and I looked for the Nick Mason performance samples that he recorded with Alan Parsons, engineering that. And they also appear on Mountains. So shout out to Nick Mason of Pink Floyd, and now Nick Mason's A Saucer Full of Secrets. So there's some very excellent samples, and I hope to be able to find a place for more of his work on some future recordings. The best way to use performance samples is at the composition part of the music, and not adding them on later like I did with Mountains. I did use them that way during the composition phase with Early Bird featuring Mick Fleetwood on drums, and or drum samples, and Illusions featuring the performance samples that these artists recorded themselves. They weren't ripped off, which I guess some people in this day might think, but no, they recorded themselves, featuring the drums of Jerry Marotta, best known for his work with Peter Gabriel. Bill Bruford, best known for his work with King Crimson and Yes, and a lot of solo work and collaborations he's done. And also, Neil Peart features probably the most samples on Illusions, and I think the song sounds great. So if you haven't checked that music out, check that out as well. When I first heard the drum samples from Neil Peart, I thought to myself, well, now we have the drums, and I was also able to get some virtual instruments, which means for the keyboards, which means you're playing the real keyboard there, and it's triggering a sound of another keyboard. So we got much better keyboard and organ sounds going. I thought to myself, well, now I can do this. I should be able to do this. And it's been quite a while where I tried to get a band that wanted to do that. I couldn't find the people to do it, even though I did find a drummer that could play a couple Neil Peart songs at one point. But in any case, we also need to give a shout out, I think, to while we're at it, the actresses on Just Run, Amy Blackthorne and Natasha Carter, wonderful people, and we're glad to have worked with them. Amy was very professional, nice to work with, and Natasha, her part made the day as well, made that video. There's a couple, perhaps sort of slightly prejudiced comments towards Natasha, and I'll tell you, she's one of the best. Her and Amy were the best people who showed up, so that's just how that went. There's also been a comment that has gone along the lines of, why are all these beautiful girls, young beautiful girls, in Luke Fictitious videos? Well, there's 35 people shortlisted for Just Run, 8 showed up, and the 2 that were best at performing the part got it. It's simple as that. There was a 25-year-old originally who got the part for Electric Wave, and she backed out because she got a theater gig. And then I had to do the casting based on dress size, which I had acquired for this other person. And Eleanor looked a little bit better and did a great job of the video. And we're very happy that she's in there. An excellent, well-established model by the time that she did Electric Wave. So there's videos for all 3 of those songs. There's Mountains, the Mountains remake with Sina. There is Just Run, and there is Electric Wave. But I think the songs are a little bit stronger musically with The Hidden Princess and Illusion. So check out those songs as well. Okay, so that's our first shout out video. We've done it, and rock and roll to you in Scotland or wherever you are. To my fans that are a little bit too shy to say hello, shout out to you anyway. Okay, so rock and roll, and cheers and pros.